we are getting you fresh breaking news coming in on the same-sex marriage case where the central government has now written to all the states for their views on legal recognition of same-sex marriage, asking them to give their views in the next 10 days. In fact, the public has been able to access that letter. My colleague will join us from the Mumbai newsroom to give us more details of this letter and what the centre has stated through it. But primarily, early on information that is coming in of how the central government has written to all the states for their views on legal recognition of same-sex marriage, asking them to share their views in the next 10 days. This as a fresh affidavit has been filed by the centre before the Supreme Court, as the court is hearing a bunch of petitions on the legality of same-sex marriages. The centre has also asked the Supreme Court to make all states and union territories across the country party to the ongoing proceedings, saying that the present issue falls within the legislative domain of the states and hence the states should be party to the hearing. The centre has in the affidavit argued that all states should be heard before the apex court proceeds further with the hearing in this case. And in the very latest that Republic is just bringing to you, same-sex marriage case, as the central government has written to all the states on their views on legal recognition of same-sex marriage, asking to share their views in the next 10 days. Cutting across to our legal editor Ridhim Bharadwaj, who's with me on the phone line. Ridhim, give us details of this letter that Republic has been able to access. All right, I believe it's not Ridhim but Sambhav who's with us on the broadcast. Sambhav, do share details of this letter.
Well, the hearing continued today also in the Supreme Court in this regard, wherein the centre has filed another affidavit saying that they have asked the states, all the state governments, they have written a letter to the state governments and waiting for their reply. Now, the state governments has been sought to for their reply on the same-sex marriage issue. This is what the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta has also informed in the top court before Chief Justice of India today.
This is very important, Sambhav, because let's also understand that the centre has asked the Supreme Court that states and union territories must be made a part of the ongoing proceedings, also saying that this falls under the legislative domain of the states. So important now to how the states respond as far as their views on the ongoing proceedings and this concept of same-sex marriages is. We'll track the story very closely. For the moment, we move on.